What are you even doing here? Who didn't let you in? I thought you picked out.
I was, but God granted me a purpose, and I had to fulfill it.
Maybe he stuck you.
Why, I would never.
Nothing back to figure out before Miss Mary over here trying to sneak on set.
Young man, you will only address me as Mrs. Hanson, and I did not sneak on set. I'm simply here to share my ideals about this horrible work of blasphemy and heresy.
I'm really not sure. 1 minute we're in the break room down the light, and he's on the floor in the fetal position. Said something about not liking license and toothpaste.
Toothpaste?
Hey Arthur, you gonna be okay?
Just fine. I just need to get my bearings. I smelled mint earlier.
Great. Well, at least you know who screamed now.
Hey, I didn't scream.
Right. He's being serious. He may have fallen on the floor, but the scream came from somewhere else.
Well, then the scream was oddly girly. So how about you, Jolene? Did you scream? Hey, don't look at me. Me and Diane heard it from the back room. Besides, you could scream because
What about you, Chris? Did that heartbroken soul finally cry out in agony?
only because I had a nightmare where you showed up.
Very funny.
Numerous few things I pride myself on. Thank you.
Huh, as opposed to what? Your shining personality?
At least mine is not green with envy.
Alright, hold up. I know you two want to get on with your little flirt banter or whatever.
Flirt banter? Diane here doesn't flirt with anyone.
Joel,
except-
she's just kidding. Shut up. Well, if I was doing something for him to root me.
Someone help! Please help! It's the spell! She's been murdered! Murdered, you say? Yes. So, how did you come by the bottle? I swear I was just in the back trying to get a good picture of my column. The lights went out. Someone screamed. I went to go check. Someone was a kid. The door was open and then I found him on the floor. Dead! I'm coming from my head. You don't say. Gentlemen, I suggest we bring the body here.
What for?
To examine it, of course. Ladies, stay here. The murderer might still be around. Well, why don't you guys come? I'll be right back.
Yeah, whatever you do, quiet and go.
Do you think she really is dead? God, I hope not. What'll happen to her career now? Again, I hear people get pretty famous after untimely death.
I can't believe you're actually considering the benefits of Isabella being dead. This is horrible.
She deserved it. She was a horrid girl. Death comes swiftly to those who sin as she did.
You think this was an act of God? Well, I'm surprised nobody's considered it as an act of her own. What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. Isabella killed herself. She finally cracked under the pressure she could never really handle. Or deserved. That's an awful thing to say. Most celebrity deaths are better by accident or murder, right? Am I right?
I really cannot believe any of you.
Okay, people, move aside. Dead murder victim coming through. Why, of course it is. Well, look on the back of her head. You'll notice a good-sized murder wound. Now, I investigated around her and found a discarded trophy of Miss Bella's. If my assumption is correct, the murderer came from behind Isabella. She saw him in the corner of her eye. She saw him, and then the murderer hit her on the head with a close hold. He must have been very startled, so he did little to get rid of the murder weapon, leaving the scene as quick as possible.
They're not.
Aw.
Look who decided to play Mr. Detective.
Do you have a problem, Miss Dalton?
Oh, not at all. I just find it rather odd that all of a sudden you're Sherlock Holmes. Getting a bit into your role.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about. My great-great-uncle's nephew happens to be an amazing private eye detective. So it's only natural I should pick up on the same skill.
You seem to be getting a bit into your role. Sin does tend to breed in unseen ways.
Look, we can talk about Arthur playing dress up some other time. Last year he told Isabella had been murdered, and you still don't know who killed her.
Well, why don't we search the set for anyone who's not supposed to be here?
Who knows, might have snuck in when we were going into law
thought might be someone in this very room.
What do you mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, this may come as a shock, but I regret to inform you that someone in this room is a murderer!
It seems to have the most logic. Look, Mr. Conan, I'm not a fan of dying, and I'd rather not sit here knowing there's a murderer on the loose.
Well, what do you propose we do? Search the set and once you catch the guy, and then what? Kill him? Let him kill us?
Well, there has to be a way to go about this. Any ideas?
Well, maybe the moody musical master has something to supply.
Huh?
I just think it's odd. Normally you'd have some extremely pig-headed crack about these ideas or how to go about this or what to do.
Whatever.
Well, we can't just sit here like waiting ducks. There's a maniac about.
Then perhaps we should search the set. I suggest the men go look in 2 groups. That way.
Do you not expect us females to do any work, Mr. Conan?
Why, no, I
What
just...
are you saying, you twit? The men should go off and look for the killer. That way we'll be safe.
Hasn't it ever occurred to you while men are away, before women are seen here practically waiting for the murderer to come out of his way?
Oh, I never thought of it that way. Well, Abner, what do we do? I refuse to sit here and get killed.
So... would you like to come with us?
And look for the madman? No way.
So what do you suppose we actually do now?
I don't know.
You have to think of something.
Well, why don't we just alternate searching a group regardless of gender? Search one area while the rest of us wait here.
You really think that'll work?
The best plan with her. I'll go with the now.
I will attend almost all of these search parties. What about you, Mr. Stanton? Will you attend with us?
I guess.
Great. So the first party will search the left. Second to be searched will be the center. And third is the right. Oh, and before I forget, Joel, Larry, please move Miss Bell's closet here to the Miss Bell's body here to the storage closet. Is that good? That's wonderful. Now, break.
Those are $100 each.
Get it. Get it.
But, oh,
No.
Oh,